in field. It's the UCF Knights and the Houston Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline, and we check in with her right now.
Thanks, guys. The Cougars head coach told me this is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Knights offense comes onto the field first today. And here comes Alonzo Barnett. Tough day in that last loss, threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Moving the pocket, it's Barnett. The throw. That's reeled in. It's Watson. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind them, and that's where you can make big plays.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Well, Scott Frost back at head coach for UCF, and so immediately you expect them to be able to run the football. We saw in recent years guys like R.J. Harvey just get it done for the Knights, and it's going to be interesting now to see what they can do moving forward, right? This is an offense that wants to go tempo. They want to establish the running game, David, and they need some superstars to emerge.
Well, and that's why they brought in Duke Watson, right? They wanted to bring a guy in with experience that you've been there, done that. He was obviously at Louisville at a little bit different level, now expecting big things. You got to be able to run the football, want to be physical, have that ground game so you can do the tempo, you can do all the other fun things. So big shoes to fill at the running back spot.
The Knights have their offense in high gear. Calls his own number. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
He'll keep it again on the option. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. The Knights back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking for the edge. The keeper on the option. Could be an outing. Ripping through the defense. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights!
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And there he is, Amare Thomas. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He is a big play waiting to happen.
And, man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip? Right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Right at the line. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. A run for the quarterback. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Houston will be forced to punt. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Got him on the RPO. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
To the air, it's Barnett. In the backfield, it's Watson. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
On 3rd down, here's Watson. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. The Knights will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Looks it in. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Quick give. It's Sanford. Breaks into the open. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Drops back on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, the running back has it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
The kick is on its way. Not a lot of room to field this one. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. On the move. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Second down, going to throw it. Rush right in his face. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking. They don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48.
Great job rallying the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up fourth.
The Knights send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, what a good job by this defense, staying disciplined, not getting lost on their keys. Man, they're aggressive, expecting a run play probably on 3rd and short. They slipped a screen in there, but they're disciplined enough to stay home, to get the tackle, and now force the 4th down.
He gets a block. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Watson. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
And he picked up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on 1st down. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, they're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On play action. Under pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Here comes the heat. Caught. Defense comes up with a huge stop and maybe forcing them into a field goal attempt.
And, man, that 3rd down changes this decision completely, right? Like getting a big chunk of yards, making it 4th and short. Now it's a true decision. I think you were just thinking about getting half of this, maybe setting up a field goal. Now you got a chance to be aggressive. Let's see what they do here on offense.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Rashad Downs going up top. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. The run inside. It's Sanford. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They'll stop him right there, but it is enough for a Houston first down. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's Henderson. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Left side is Thomas. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, this offense just hasn't been able to find a rhythm so far in this game, and maybe they need to stop taking so many shots downfield, just work some more high-percentage completions to get these drives going to score some points.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted for the 11th time. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. Content to run out the clock, the quarterback takes a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Buckeyes with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. They now sit at a sterling 5-0 on the season, keeping their unbeaten streak going. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Bringing things back to your game, one more refresher on how the first half went down. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Knights will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
The Knights head coach told me at the half. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Drops back. It's Henderson. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll make the stop, but the chains will move. It's a first down for Houston.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
They give it to him again. Turning it on! They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Moving to his left. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. Second down coming up. Off play action. Oh, pressure's coming. He's got it down the field. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Trying to run, it's Sellers. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Now, what a missed opportunity for this offense. They had a chance to get points. Now they turn the football over. But if I'm this defense, I'm ready to roll. I got them in the black zone. They got to go the length of the field, see if I can go make something happen and get this ball back to my offense.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And now on second down for this offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Looking to move the chains, they throw it complete to the left. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Rush is on. Out wide left, it's Thomas. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage. For the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him. He tackles him for no gain.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oak. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Handoff for Watson. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
The Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Watson again. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play fake. Out wide right, it's Thomas. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
The Knights, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Left side is Thomas.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. They'll give it to Watson. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Runs through a tackle. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, you talk about a helpless feeling. When you're the guy who fumbled and you're watching that thing roll towards the sidelines, you're like, please get out of bounds, and it does. Tell you what, the offense has the lead. That was a big-time play for that thing to get out of bounds and not cost them a turnover.
No thought of trying to kick the 46-yarder. They'll go for it. He'll keep it himself. Nice move there. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. They're all over him, and they got him. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. Now let's take a look at the stats of what has been a nip and tuck affair. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a third down play. Trying to get the corner. Keeps it himself. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That is no good. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the 5. Time to take a shot. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Finally, the offense is able to come up with a big play. Where has that been all game long? I mean, a goose egg right now on the scoreboard. You just got to...
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. For some guys, that play would be tough. It might be complicated. It might be impossible. For these guys, just another day of playing catch.
Find that guy. Right, if something goes wrong, if I get confused, if I don't know where to go, my guy out there, that dude's really, really good. So if he's running a fade, whatever he's running, I'm going to throw him the football. If I don't have a clue what I'm doing, that guy's getting it.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Coming out with it, it's Farmer. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey guys, here on the ninth sideline, this offense is getting ready to take the field, and they know they are in command. They keep saying, eat, eat. They can't stop us right now. This is a top 10 defense. This is a little bit surprising here today, but guys, I feel all the momentum, all the chemistry and excitement over here with this offense. They just need to play clean football and take care of the ball to make this big upset a reality. Guys?
All right, Holly.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. There he goes. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Snags it and he's open. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Chambers.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He threw a couple of costly interceptions in that loss last week, but a really good job to take care of the football in this one.
And Reese, at that position, you better have a short-term memory, right? Quarterbacks have to forget about it, move on, forget the mistakes. Nice job putting that behind him last week. Coming out today, putting together a great performance for his team.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd and goal. Leaves it in his belly. Touchdown, UCF! Great job by the back on the option.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Hughes. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
After that incomplete,
wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. 4th and 1 is one thing, but 4th and 2, sometimes the coaches sort of chicken out at the last minute. Not this time. They go for it and they get it.
I don't disagree. Just that 1 yard does make me think a little bit more. But, dude, I'm going for this. I work on this every single week in practice. I know I get the extra down now, so my 3rd down calls are even different. But 4th and 2, I like the aggressiveness to go get it.
They'll stop him right there, but it is enough for a Houston 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick, and I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Look out! Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Knights will punt it away on fourth down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called?
He's got it down the left side. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
There's a great example of a quarterback who's able to turn the page. Things haven't always gone his way. He's obviously thrown 2 picks earlier in this game, but he's still staying aggressive. He's still taking shots, and his guys are making plays for him.
Run out of bounds after the game, and they've got it now first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Run in the red zone. It's Hughes. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Looking for room. It's Chambers. Driven back.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Timeout Houston, their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Punt is on its way. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Back open in the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Walker. It's a running room. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Now from inside the red zone. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And how about that for a capper? The likely game winner in the waning moments. Looking for blockers. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to throw on first. He's taking a deep shot. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. He wants a big play here late. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.